Welcome back to the Wise Mindset Guy podcast, where we explore the fascinating world of personal development. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and today we're delving into a concept of self-discrepancy and its relationship to mindset. So grab a cup of coffee, and that's only if you like coffee. Sit back and relax, and let's dive in. So let's start by understanding what self-discrepancy is. In psychology, it kind of refers to the gaps between how we see ourselves, how we want to see ourselves, and how we think other people see us. These gaps can create tension and influence our thoughts and feelings and behaviors. Now, how does self-discrepancy relate to mindset? Well, it's really about the stories we tell ourselves. Our mindset, whether fixed or growth-oriented, shapes how we perceive these gaps and how we respond to them. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities and intelligence are static. Basically, they stay the same. While those with a growth mindset believe that they can develop and improve through effort and perseverance. In terms of fixed mindset, if your actual self doesn't align with your ideal self, well, it can cause issues. It can cause cognitive dissonance, and leading to really negative emotions, such as anxiety, disappointment, or even depression. This misalignment can be particularly pronounced for individuals with a fixed mindset, as they may view their abilities as fixed and unchangeable, right? Making it, more challenging to bridge the gap between our current and our desired self. Those with the fixed mindset may see these gaps as threats to their self-image. They might avoid challenges or feedback from other people, and then that could really highlight these discrepancies. And then fearing will only confirm their limitations. On the other hand, individuals with a growth mindset, they view these gaps as kind of opportunities for learning and growth. People with growth mindset, really, they embrace challenges. They embrace feedback. They see these things as kind of a pathway to becoming the person they really aspire to be. We can cultivate a growth mindset by, reframing these gaps, as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our self-worth. Instead of dwelling on our shortcomings, things that we don't feel we're not good at, right? We can really focus on the progress we've made and the steps, we can take to bridge those gaps. Individuals with a growth mindset, may approach self-discrepancy as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement, right? They're more likely to see setbacks as kind of temporary. They won't stay up very long, right? And they view challenges as opportunities to learn and kind of develop new skills, new ways of learning, right? For them, this gap, between their actual self and then their ideal self, right, is not really a barrier. It's more like a roadmap for personal growth and achievement. So how can we leverage this understanding of self-discrepancy and then how it relates to mindset and then kind of foster personal growth and well-being? Well, it all starts with what I've always been telling on this podcast about self-awareness. We need to identify and acknowledge the gaps between our current and desired self without judgment. Self-awareness, really, it's taking the time to reflect on your actual self, your ideal self, right? What are your values? What are your goals? What are your aspirations in life? Where do you see discrepancies? Where do you see these problems that could be improved? How do they impact your thoughts and emotion? Embrace that growth mindset. That's the hardest thing. Most of us are fixed. We have to try to get into the growth mindset. Cultivate this belief in your ability to learn, grow, and adapt, right? You have to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our self-esteem. We can also, set realistic goals. Instead of aiming for perfection, right? We can set, more achievable goals that align with our values and priorities. Everyone's values and priorities are different. So you have to find those things, right? Break them down into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate your progress along the way. It doesn't have to be done right away. It doesn't have to be done like immediately. We can just do small little steps every day, which will improve along the way. And it's like, not lastly, but it's essential to practice self-compassion, right? Acknowledge that self-improvement is a journey, not a destination, which, we may have heard this quote before. Life is not a destination. It's a journey, right? Be kind to yourself when you have these setbacks or moments of doubt. They're going to happen, and we need to be patient. Be kind to yourself when faced with setbacks or challenges, right, that happen. Remember that nobody is perfect, and mistakes are a natural part of the learning process. Additionally, surrounding ourselves with a supportive community can provide encouragement and accountability as we work toward closing these gaps. Making sure that you are around people that support you, that are not putting you down, of course. This could be family, this could be friends, this could be colleagues, whatever it is, but make sure that these people are encouraging you. Whether it's, we can also get mentors, online forums as well that can help us with it. But it's a matter of having others around us who understand our journey and can make the difference to us. By integrating these strategies into our lives, we can begin to bridge this gap I've been telling you about into our actual ideal self. It leads to greater authenticity, fulfillment, and a better well-being. As we wrap up today's episode, I encourage you to reflect on your own self-discrepancies. How do they influence your mindset and approach to self-improvement? Think about it, actually. Remember, embracing a growth mindset and really fostering self-compassion are powerful tools on this journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode. I hope you found our exploration of self-discrepancy and mindset insightful. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the Wise Mindset Guy podcast for more fascinating discussions on personal development. Until next time, remember to embrace your journey of self-discovery with curiosity and compassion. This is Nat Plestino signing off. Take care, and remember, stay curious.